Hey everyone, this is Mac with Southern Blessed Homestead, and today I thought I'd do a quick little video of how to sharpen the tines on your tiller. I was out doing a little tilling for Patty, and it just wasn't getting it. It wasn't digging in good, and I know the ground's hard and everything, but still it was just it wasn't tilling like it should. And I got to looking at the tines, and they were really blunt and looked like they hadn't been sharpened in a long time. And just like a lawnmower blade, they periodically, need to be sharpened. And so I'm going to show that to y'all today and hope it helps you. Okay, this is just a little 6.5 horsepower Troy-Bilt tiller, and basically all the tines on pretty much all tillers are basically the same. They aren't that hard to take off. Some of them have just pins in them that you can pull out, and then some of them are bolted in like right here. So we got a bolt there and then a bolt on the side over here. So not a lot to it. It's pretty easy, and mine just tilts right over like that, so it helps, easy to get to. Some of them you might have to have someone hold it down or weight it down or hold it or something like that, but mine just leans right over. But you can see how dull the blades are. They're just, especially on the ends, they're just really dull. So they have, yeah, you can see how thick that blade is right there. So it has not been sharpened in a long time. So I think it's going to do real good once I get these sharpened up. Okay, so all I did was unloosen this bolt and nut. And I've already taken it off, but I just wanted to show you. It was kind of a pain in the rear get this bolt out, but I had to use just a little steel bar that I got here that I use for pounding stuff, and I had to stick it in here and hit it with a sledgehammer to get this to slide off. And I had to beat on it pretty good because it's, as you can tell, it's pretty rusted up and it's been on there a while. So while I have this off, I'm gonna clean this shaft up good and clean down in here and get all that rust off really good. And now I know there's probably some people out there who are saying, why are you taking it off like that? Why aren't you just sharpening it while it's still on the tiller? And you probably could do that, but to me, I think it would be hard because now I've got this in my hand and I can maneuver it around how I want it, sharpen the blades up, and if that ain't good enough, I could take these 4 bolts off, pull the blades off, and do them individually. And I don't really want to do that, but I'm going to try it like this now that I've got it off and it's in my hand, and we'll see how that does. We'll see if that works okay. Okay, before you start this, make sure you got safety glasses on because these sparks are going to fly. It's grinding metal. You do not want metal in your eyes. That I've had that before, and that is not fun. Make sure you're wearing safety glasses. Make sure you got a handheld grinder. This is what I use because you're going to need to get it down in here. And when you do this, you're going to want to sharpen the inside in here, not the outside. Think of this outside because when it hits the ground, this is the ground, so this is the bottom part, just like it would be like on your lawnmower blade. This is the bottom part, so this would be your cutting side, because as it digs into the ground, that's going to be your cutting side. So it's going to be on the inside of the blade, not on the outside. So we're going to start on that. And it don't have to be as sharp as a lawnmower blade, because if you do that, it's just going to cause it to dull more, hitting all the rocks and stuff or whatever that's down in the ground. But I'm going to take a little bit off of that, and I think it'll be good. All right. Can you get up in there and see that good? So it's got a nice edge to it, but and it's pretty sharp, but it's not like, you know, it would be with the lawnmower blade. So I think that's gonna be real nice. And then all I'm gonna do is do the other 3 over here, other 4 over here, and then I'll be done with that side, and I'll put the time back on, and then we'll take the other side off. Okay, now that we've got the tine all sharpened up, looking good, what we're going to do is clean the inside of this out and clean this out a little bit. You can take just a rough Scotch-Brite pad and wrap around it. Take that heavy rust off. It's not going to take it all off, but it will it'll take off that heavy stuff, and that shaft will slide back up in there good. So, there we go. I think that'll be good. That looks pretty good. Then just take a wire brush, run it up in here a couple of times. I've actually already cleaned this. I think I ran it already, so I just want to show you. Clean that out real good. Like I said, all you're doing is getting that heavy rust out of there. All right. Then, before I put it back on there, I'm going to take some grease. It's just regular old, it's just regular okay, the multi-purpose grease. I've literally had this for, my goodness, 3, 4, 5 years. I just keep putting it back on the shelf and keep covering it up, and it's works great for stuff like this. And then just put it all over here. Real good, like that. Okay. And we will put this. Boy, see, that just slid right on. I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than me having to beat it off like I did. And we'll put just a little bit on the threads, help that nut go in there good. You can see that. Hope you can see that. Put a little grease on there. All right. Then we're just going to tighten this back down, and this side will be done. And on this tiller here, this is a 9/16 nut and bolt, so I'm sure they're different on. They're gonna be different on different applications, but that's all it is to that. And then I'm going to take the other side off here and do the same thing that I did with this, and then we will be ready to fire it up and start tilling some more. Well, all right, that's all it is to it on sharpening the tiller blades, and I hope this helped you, and hope you try it. I'd rather try it than pay somebody a lot of money to do something that I can do. That's the way I look at it. I always try to fix and repair and do anything I can, because it kills me to have to pay somebody else a high price labor fee and parts and everything. Is something that I could do, or at least try to do. So anyway, I hope this helped you. If you liked it, or if you got any suggestions or anything, leave them down in the comments. And if you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell and like and share. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.